standing in front of the heart fired out of a nose.
Yep. We've been talking about how Ubisoft sends out shit tons of promo goods to stores like EB Games because their games are glitchy.
Yeah, they got to apologize in advance for all the returns the store is about to get.
When I went to pre-order Dark Souls, because I beat Demon Souls like a few weeks before it was about to come out,
Yeah.
when I went to pre-order it, they're like, oh, we're out of pre-orders. And I'm like, that's bullshit. There's nobody who's going to buy this game. And then it sold, like, super well. But, like, I've yet to see anybody that I know with a pre-order copy. I'm fucking mad about it.
Yeah, Dark Souls, actually just, I think it was like 6 months ago, released a statement saying they'd sold 2 million copies.
Right on.
And that this was a huge fucking success.
It is.
Because they broke even at something like 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see what I
So basically they quadrupled their money.
Yeah, which is always good for a video game.
I know. Whereas shit like Dead Space 3, when it sold like 10 million copies total, it apparently needed to sell 35 million in order to break even.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit. Like, when you put, like, so much money into a game, you can't expect to make it all back, like, especially with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, that's the problem with a lot of games nowadays, is that they're releasing, like, the same game over and over again, if only because that's the only way the company's going to get the return on investment.
Well, the problem is they're investing this huge goddamn budget. Whereas if you look at things like Dark Souls, sure, it doesn't have perfect polish. What it has is amazing
very good
fucking
core.
game design
And character.
It's better to have an ugly but functional core rather than polish a turd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, Dark Souls, when you look at the combat, it's clunky as shit. But they built the game around this clunky as shit combat and made it amazing.
Like, can you think of a time in Dark Souls where something hasn't plummeted off a cliff or just banged against a wall?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you've never had a fight where one of those two things hasn't been the solution.
But the game designers account for this.
Like, for example, remember when Cylon guy walked into those 4 rats and got his shit wrecked because he got stun locked?
He got, like, rat comboed to death. It was awesome.
It was the funniest thing, too, because, like, he doesn't emote when he's mad, so it just... No, okay,
just,
beforehand, you would never... Okay, beforehand
he just
had
sits there
long
glaring
hair.
at the television.
Beforehand, he had long hair, so we couldn't see his eyebrows, and then that day, he had that face. Just that... And, like, I was sitting on the couch next to him, just... Oh, God, I think I remember, like, feeling like something inside me had popped. It was the best...
Basically, whenever he recovered from the stun of one of the rats hitting him, another rat immediately stunned him.
And then it kept hitting him, so he got poisoned, so his health just dropped a bunch, and then he just died. It was so funny.
I think one of the other really great moments was in... What was the first one? Demon Souls?
Demon Souls, yeah.
Yeah, it was, okay, so there was that long bridge where the dragon does a strafing run and then lands. He spent an hour killing it with arrows. His bow, by the way, broke halfway through, and like the second you hear the bow snap, you just see this look on his face, like his sanity is beginning to leak out of him dangerously fast. Now this looks exactly like the castle from Twilight Princess.
Disneyland. Oh.
Yeah, from Disneyland.
It does. It looks like it's from Disneyland to me.
I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. Anyway, but yeah, no, like you could hear him losing his mind the second it snapped, and like he just stood under the dragon, firing arrows for another 30 minutes. He finally killed it. The amount of gold the dragon dropped did not equate to the amount of arrows it took to kill the dragon. It cost him more money to kill the dragan than he received.
Sounds about right.
He then promptly died to the boss because he had no arrows left.
Was it Tower Knight?
No, it was that king guy who just rushes you. And
it was the blue dragon he was fighting.
I believe so.
Oh, that's his problem. He was using the wrong bow. He had to use the white bow against it, upgraded to 5. Jeez, a bunch of scrubs in this room.
Look, man, I hadn't played the game before I saw that. I was just watching him get mad.
It's a really good game.
Yeah. I know. I don't now.
Fuck your shit though.
Yeah.
King Along will rape your booty. Your booty. I almost I said buddy, but I said booty.
He'll rape your buddy too.
Doesn't that face the Moblin was making kind of look like he's just like ah?
Yeah.
Look, it's just like he's telling a really good joke.
Oh man, in Dark Souls, I think I've like perfected the art of just getting people to like fuck off out of my game, because like they'll invade, but I run like a huge fucking armor set, a shield that blocks like tons, like all physical damage and most elemental. Yeah, Black Knight shield, where it blocks like 95% of physical damage. And the sword I use is not
I don't need your help, Lion. This is a really simple puzzle.
I use the frickin' S-Stock.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
So basically I sit there with perfect guard and like crazy ass reach. And they just spend like 5 minutes wailing on me. They let up for just like half a second, and then I get a quick stab in. Then they spend another 5 minutes wailing on me.
I get the dark wood grain ring and claws and just flip all over the place and like slash people.
Just backwards flip with heavy armor.
Yeah, and people always forget that claws do bleed damage, so eventually they'll just start bleeding and they're like, what the fuck happened? I'm just,
Why
like,
am I
slashing
dying?
at them. It's so good.
Although this puzzle isn't hard to solve, god damn is it annoying.
Yeah. It reminds me of the puzzle in Resident Evil 5 with the lasers, where if you turn one way, like, it was inverted when you were turning, like, on the x-axis, so you're trying to turn, right? But you go to turn and you start going the other way and the laser, like, touches your hand and you die, and it's just, like,
oh yeah.
the
God
Greek
damn.
and I spent, like, literally 3 hours beating that puzzle, then we got to a professional level and we're just like, fuck it, and we just, like, did the whole thing without even thinking about it.
I was about to say, don't you also have stories where it's like, don't touch that button, you touch the button, oh no.
Yeah.
What?
In the swamp level when you're, like, in Africa or whatever,
The entire game is in Africa. When
Well,
you're in,
like-
like, Africa, as in, like, what Walt
Like the-
Disney thought Africa was when he made those racist cartoons.
like the
Africa.
backwater swamps of Africa, and it's like
The backwater swamps, not the good swamps.
the backwater swamps.
Like the swamps where, like, the South Africans came and they're like, you can keep it.
Yeah.
That swamp.
yeah, and
Like, that level of, like, Africa.
and we get there, and he's like, all right, this is the level with the tiki men, or no, he said, are you ready for tiki men? I'm like, what? And all I hear in the distance is like really loud, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And I just hear him laughing, and he's like, okay, watch out for traps. And I was like, oh hey, a revolver. And then you hear like a cutscene, and you see the gates go up, and all you hear is, and they all start like just coming in like through the wazoo, and I'm like, oh god!
You fell for the oldest
frickin'
Resident Evil
Zulus.
trap. You
So
fell for
funny.
the oldest Resident Evil trap in the book. You never grab the item they just give you.
It was so funny though, because like you just hear like from a distance, and like that sound at a distance like
Just
never,
get to the other side
Yeah,
and pull it.
never fails to make me laugh.
Yeah. So like I said, not a hard puzzle, just really freaking annoying.
Another fun way to annoy people in Dark Souls, actually.
Oh man.
If you're running an agility build, just get that flippy ring, dodge like a madman, shoot them once with a bow, then run like hell.
Want to know a good way to annoy people online? Unlock the statuette of the Tiki Man and just hit the button.
Yeah.
What?
In Resident Evil 4, they had this, or 5, they had this stupid thing where you can unlock like little statuettes of all the characters.
Yeah.
And one of them was of the Tiki Man. And every time you pushed a button on one of the statuettes, they would just make a noise. Like if you click the random zombie, it would make a growl. If you click the Tiki Man, it would make a scream. Of course, you could do this into the microphone.
And you could just
Oh
stand
god.
So you could just go like in a non-stop stream of technical racism.
I did that
And I say technical because it's the big question of, is it racist or is it too racist or not racist enough?
when the Greek and I were playing through Resident Evil 5, I got really fucking mad at I think it was like Wesker, like something stupid kept happening. Like we kept fucking up.
You mean like the final boss fight? Because that was pretty
Yeah.
stupid.
We kept screwing up a quick time event, and I was getting really mad, and something kept killing me. It was the roaches, the big bug guys that kept killing
yeah.
us.
Those guys
And I was like,
were-
fuck it,
oh.
I'm gonna stop playing. So I don't turn off the game, but I go into the main menu, and I find the Tiki idol I unlocked. I just kept hammering it, and like all I hear him on the other end. He's like, "Are you hitting the Tiki thing over and over again?" I'm like, "Yeah, it makes me feel better."
It's therapeutic.
And it's really
Oh
funny.
man. In Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as Thor, there's like this ridiculous combo you can pull off that will just freeze your opponent forever until they get hit the next time. So what a lot of people do online is they initiate this combo in the first 10 seconds and then just spend the entire rest of the map laughing. The entire rest of the match are just like "Wah, ah, 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 ah. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Wah, ah, 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 ah." For like 90 seconds.
It's
You
Just
get a
gotta
lot
wait-
of-
Oh no, this is not. I assume that the general plan here, guys, is just fucking run.
No, you have to kill them all.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
kill everybody.
Apparently,
Oh no,
you
I
get
don't want to get hyper punched by pigmen.
Apparently, you get a lot of free wins playing as Thor like that because people just fucking quit.
Yeah.
You mean kind of like Fun Bro from Pokemon?
Oh yeah,
Fun
slow
bro.
bro. Where
Okay, it's a slow bro where you have a berry in your possession. What it does is it stops you from losing PP on your weapons.
Your
or on your
attacks.
attacks, whatever. And you have an attack, Heal Wave, which heals your opponent. You have, I can't remember the exact combination of attacks, but the long story short of it is that using this berry, you never run out of PP. You have one attack that recycles the berry so you get it back. You have one attack to heal your opponent so he won't kill himself with a desperation move. And you have, one of them is like Shadow Tag or something so he can't leave the battle. And the final attack stops him from doing damage.
That's so... No.
So you just sit there and wait him out in a game that will never end.
Basically, he has a couple of moves that turn your moveset into their moveset.
Oh no, the one where it turns your moveset into his moveset is the Smeargle one. Where it's you use Smeargle to do what's called shit, what is that?
Sketch or something.
No. It's this one attack that Embargo, where if your opponent and you share an attack, he can't use it.
Oh,
Smeargle
yeah.
can also use Transform. So you first prevent him from using any attacks you have, and then you gain his attack set. Well, I killed him. Stripped him naked.
Oh shit, that was cool.
Oh, when you're doing that weird, like, spinny attack, you actually can't get hit.
Come on, get up! 420 blaze it!
I think they're actually more dangerous when they're done with swords.
They can be. If you don't know what you're doing.
They're faster, but they do significantly less damage, which is a nice bonus. Oh man, wasn't it in yeah, it was in Ocarina of Time where one of the
See
Dark
if you can
Not
nail
Final...
that shot.
Nope, he sees me.
Throw it.
Fuck it.
Throw it.
Just
Oh, God.
bounces off of his nose guard.
I want to see what I can steal from him. I cannot steal anything while he has armor. I didn't know it.
Now steal. Or not.
Oh wow, you're right when you called him a jet.
Steal shit. Ooh.
I stole the belt right off his pants.
If only
So I
that's
did
how-
not know they were actually dog people.
Yeah, dude, they've been dog people since the first Zelda. Yeah.
I've just never done that forward one where you hit his head off. I've always like stripped off his armor.
Hit it with an arrow.
Shatter the disco ball. Yeah, more belts, so I can give it to that creepy pervert.
Yep.
You know the trident dance in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Somebody, you know the prism stones?
Yeah.
They're like the little glittering stones. Somebody covered. There's like that one hallway in Orlando, which is like, Jesus, don't waste your arrows. Is when
I come from a time where like you just spam the shot and it works.
Like ancient Mega Man days. That was weird.
That was weird, but I liked it.
and what ended up happening? Three guys got together.
You're not Mike Tyson.
And
You
they
can't
covered the
outpunch me.
entire hallway in Orlando with prism stones, and they
So
just
it's all
raved.
just glowing different colors.
Yeah, they just raved in there with the trident dance, and when people invaded, they kept raving, and it's like people would come in and rave with them.
Oh god, isn't that like that thing you showed me with the manly miners?
No, it's not the same guy, but yeah,
Well, it's the same concept, right?
Yeah.
Where they're just
doing stupid shit.
they're
that's
just
so
doing
funny.
mundane mining while like people invade, and then some people who invade start giving them pickaxes so they can continue mining.
Yeah, whenever you see someone doing something funny and entertaining and you invade, you never, like...
You don't stop them.
Yeah. It's like how, there was a Team Fortress server that had just become a dedicated dancing server. Because, like, 5 people were dancing and other people, another person joined in and just kept dancing. And everyone's just like, fuck it, dedicated dance server now. Can't kill him with arrows,
Yeah,
bro.
I know. Yeah, now that I know you.
Oh, if you get a chance, look at the Resident Evil 6 cover. It looks like a giraffe getting blown by something.
Yeah. I thought it was a giraffe giving itself autofellatio.
They do that, apparently.
Seriously?
Well, with a neck that long, I guess it's theoretically possible.
That's true.
There's a scene in Clerks 2 where the guy like breaks his neck trying to suck his own dick, and they find him with his dick in his mouth. He's like dead. and the guy's like.
I would have assumed your back would break before your spine, but before your neck. But...
And then Randall, like the guy who's mentioning it, brings it up with his friend. And he's like, you never tried? And the guy's like, no, I never tried. And Randall's like, I'm sure you tried. He's like, yeah, I did. And then Randall's like, I've never tried. It's disgusting. And he's like, fucks around with him. It's so funny.
What are those skull pendants for?
You give them to someone else. Like every one of these pendants you can collect, you give them. Like for instance, the feather you give to some You give to one of the birdmen because he wants to impress his girlfriend or something.
Oh yeah, get me things to impress my girlfriend because I'm badass.
Because I am basic Zelda NPC and I am incompetent at everything I do. I need you to find me a clock, but those haven't been invented yet. I don't care. Oh god damn it! All right, let's go break the party ball.
Everything's dogs and pigs.
It's like that one time I went to Old MacDonald's farm.
No, Daddy, no. Oh god.
Oh god, that lip.
Unga bunga, where the? Oh god, I'm not gonna finish that.
That was going somewhere racist.
I was about to say Unga bunga, where the Hylians at?
Oh god. Oh man, at the New Year's
geez,
party
right,
a while
okay.
back,
Oh right, which one?
what?
Which New Year's party?
The one that we just had a few days ago.
Okay, I thought you were about to talk about the time we got the free super pizza.
Okay, we'll talk about the super pizza after. But basically, when we were ordering Chinese food, they said it would take 45 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour to get there, and I'm like, yeah, these people don't know how to tell time. It's gonna be like half an hour to 45 minutes. And everyone thought it was like a super racist remark that I was making about how Chinese people can't tell time, which I didn't even know was a thing. But like legitimately, I live like right near this place that sells Chinese food, and like this specific restaurant, like they just horrendously are off always with their time estimates, so they specifically can't tell time. But everyone thought I was being like super racist against Chinese people.
So yeah,
Super
right,
pizza.
super free pizza. So, the year before I had a New Year's party and like everyone canceled for various reasons. Like the guy who clogged my toilet one year, he had to cancel because some crazy woman had literally walked into his house and frightened his grandma and refused to leave because she was apparently suffering from dementia.
Yeah, I can see that.
Surprisingly, this doesn't seem out of character for him.
No, like the second he said it, I'm like, that actually sounds like a thing that's happening. This, based on the city we live in, I didn't doubt it. And then other people were either previous engagements or I asked too late and they already had. Anyway, so yeah.
Basically, it was me and another one of our friends and Chad.
Good times. Anyway, so we order a pizza because we were like, why the hell not? And we order online. And we decided to, when we made it, we just put 2 of every meat. We called it the Ark because it contained at least 2 of every animal.
Yeah, basically we took like every kind of pepperoni, every kind of chicken, every kind of bacon, every kind of
Wow, we
steak.
could actually. Oh, because his helmet is still okay.
Yep.
Why does this? Damn your dog! Anyway, so we put all this meat on it, and like we had the little counter counting down to free pizza, and we're like, yeah, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. So it was 2 hours later, and I make the awkward call to the pizza place. Where the hell's my pizza? They thought it was a joke. It turns out, because it was New Year's, the ridiculousness of the pizza and an unfortunate address of mine had all combined to make this order ridiculous.
His house number is 69.
Yes. Wonder what's out this way.
Basically, we ordered every meat on the menu, put it on an extra large pizza.
Covered it in hot and barbecue sauce.
Yep, and we ordered it precisely 45 minutes from midnight, so it would be free if it showed up in the new year.
Yeah. Which it did. And it was free, although we did use a lot of the money we had pooled to buy the pizza to tip the delivery guy.
Oh, dude, we gave him like a $15 tip.
Yeah.
Just for having to put up with this bullshit. I think there's something
one
left
still
alive, dude.
alive? I thought it was thorough.
No, you didn't go up the other side. You go up the other side of the
But, like, I walked all the way around, didn't I? Yeah, because there are the spears
Oh, he's down the floor.
beneath me.
There he is.
Kill him!
Now watch, this one survivor is like the single greatest fighter in Zelda.
That happens all the time in games for me. Where like the guy will just troll the shit out of me.
Or he wedges himself in an area where you can't attack his back.
I got this.
It's really the ultimate fighter.
Bombs
Probably-
don't work, bro.
I was about to say, it's probably good I didn't just flip into my own bomb and prove you right again.
Man, he has
God,
like
he is-
perfect positioning.
He is in the perfect tactical position.
Ah, damn it. He scooched ever so slightly up forward. I was so hoping that he would just
There we
really
go.
win.
Take that, horrifying Anubis dog. Get on that steel, you.
I was playing this on the GameCube the other day, and I have like the 99 Quiver, the 99 bombs, and like the 99 everything, and like the biggest like
Did you
you
say
guys-
Queever?
quiver, whatever. I'm tired.
Because you guys keep telling me to like not go for all the extra.
I did it, no, but like I did it because it was like my free time, and I did it. And like, I don't see the need for 99 bombs. Like, I'm just spam bombs and kill every enemy.
That pretty much is everyone's strategy in the new Zelda game.
What, Link Between Worlds?
Yeah, once you upgrade the bombs, you don't need any other item in the game.
Dude, I never used bombs.
Man, I've used those bombs and solved puzzles I should have been using other tools to solve. Just because those super bombs are that good. I want to keep this.
I've been using the fire rod for a lot of shit.
It's useful. I am sad the sand rod is not useful in more situations.
Yeah, it's super cool to just like summon up columns of sand.
You gotta go back.
Yeah, I'm just... Wow,
Go out and play Ocarina of Time.
This is beautiful. Oh, right, isn't there supposed to be like a wall that prevents me from going here?
There is.
It's there,
You're just not there yet.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
touch it.
Well, it didn't hurt me.
Actually, I think this might be the castle from Link to the Past.
Yeah, actually, maybe.
Specifically, the way it's surrounded by water, but there's still levels all around it. Wait, look back for a second. Look up. That tower.
It's from Majora's Mask.
No, because that was an alternate universe, though. That wouldn't be there.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just looks like something. It looks like the... I don't know, I'm tired.
If anyone who is a huge Zelda nerd could give and
Wait,
guess...
is that Stonehenge?
Yeah.
Broken Stonehenge, I suppose.
Yeah.
Zelda...
Actually, you know
Stonehenge
what?
bit...
I still maintain this setup makes it look a lot like Twilight Princess, and like these could be the ruins of the Hyrule, but I know, like, if you believe Nintendo's weird timeline, that's impossible.
I believe that Shigeru Miyamoto built Stonehenge into his games, and he actually built the real Stonehenge and put it in his games.
I was hoping you were gonna say the second part first. Like,
I'm tired.
He built the real Stonehenge, and then
Shigeru Miyamoto
referenced himself.
built Stonehenge so he can make references in games, and people will be like, "How worldly is that?" And then Nintendo would be like, "Yes, we have cornered the market on cultural references."
No,
Without
please.
ever once talking about religion.
I get tired of memes sometimes, and I just want to make cultural references that I built over eons.
But the memes, Snake! Or I should say right. Well, I should say it, but no one likes right. Is there wind here?
Nope.
Well, the arrow says there
Set the
is.
sail.
Yeah, it's blowing. There's... Yeah,
No
Patrick,
way.
There's wind here, man.
Get out of here.
See, time is frozen everywhere in Hyrule except here, so this is the only spot with wind.
Makes sense.
I guess that in a weird way that makes sense.
Not really, because the wind would have to blow in from somewhere else. That, or there would be horrifying temperature changes in this specific area.
I would love it if there was like a bird that was caught in here and just bouncing back and forth between the walls going
Why
nuts.
can't I die?
So now where do I go? I was not listening to any of the people probably telling me it like 100 times.
I think you go to Outset. Oh wait, no, you have the sword, so you go and save your sister.
Oh, okay. Which of the islands was it? Windfall?
Top left corner.
Yep, top left corner, so I need to go northwest.
Yes.
Just telling the audience. Yeah, first shot.
Nice.
I'm getting better at
At least
this.
I think you go and save your sister now.
Yeah, man.
That seems
Yeah,
like
because then he's like, the sword is not yet to its full strength, and you're like, no.
Alright, well, in any case, we need to go in this direction.
Basically, the scabbard is closed, and until that scabbard opens, the sword is not perfect.
Just like a chastity
Oh, shit.
belt.
I was looking at the map.
It's not perfect until the chastity belt is open?
Yeah, the Master Sword has its chastity belt on. It has its, what's it called?
It's got to protect its innocence.
It's Vagina Troll. Yeah. You didn't know that?
I have never heard of a vagina troll before.
Whenever a girl is born, their parents put a vagina troll on their vagina to keep them from having premarital sex.
What?
And you stick your willy in there, it bites it off.
What?
That's a new one.
What?
It's from Clerks 2. I
Oh
can't remember the
my
name
God.
of it. It's like something really specific.
Oh.
I was gonna say Wankershim, but that's from Bravest Warriors.
Oh man, I love Bravest Warriors.
Yeah.
What's the name of
Lettuce party!
they did like a mini-sode with Catbug. And
Which
he's
one in
like-
particular?
Nicole or whatever.
I'm Catbug!
Or you say Rebecca. Go get the Song of War Baby.
Because I
can't-
love another.
No!
He
I'm Catbug!
is you.
Yeah! He's like,
Okay, do I shoot him with the
Shoot him
bombs,
with
right?
arrow,
Arrows.
arrow.
Spam shots.
I'm not gonna hit him. I'm missing. You're missing. You're missing. You're missing a lot. He's sucking you in! There you go.
Okay, so I have to aim slightly to the left. Okay. A little bit more.
No, you were good. He was.
I got him. He's going
Ah!
my frog balls. Right up the crack. Good shot, son.
Now you can just warp near the Forsaken Fortress.
Heck of an eye you got there. You got my eye. Poop joke.
That was terrible.
Yes, it was. I don't know why, but okay. Do either of you
Music.
watch? I was gonna say, do either of you watch what's it called?
Down, right, left, up.
Do either of you watch Legend of Korra?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you remember the businessman, Tarvik?
Tarlock. Wait,
Tar-
no. Yeah, I think it's Tarlock.
Was that it? No.
Down,
what was-
right, left, up.
Down,
Down, right.
left, up. So it's not the Konami code.
Yeah, Tarlock, and he just like
Yeah.
hides in the bear.
Yeah. Mei Li, do the Zhang Li, do the thing.
Julie, do the thing. That bear's pooping money.
Is that? Quick, stop the prisoners from escaping! Sir, you're never gonna believe this. The bear's sailing. It's got the hat. No, but I was gonna say, I half imagine this
Jay
frog.
edited a picture of that in so that people know what we're talking
I
about.
was gonna say though, like I want this frog to have his voice.
Julie, do the thing.
Cloud, do the thing. He's just God. Man, I love how at the end of this of the end of the season, he's just like in prison and he's just like, yeah, I kind of knew this would happen someday.
Yeah, he had a custom prison cell built if he ever went to prison.
Including a parachute in case a giant monster ever attacked the prison for some reason.
I knew this day would come.
Jay Lee, do the thing! And he just flies away, and I'm like, I think the best part was of that entire like episode was I was just watching him fly away, and I'm like, I'm glad he's gonna come back. I know he's gonna come back.
My favorite thing about him ever was the one time where Bo Lin was running away from his crazy waterbending girlfriend, and he's like, so Tarlock, is this boat fast enough to escape from a crazy waterbending girlfriend? And he's like, why do you think I built this thing? Top speed! You're about to crash into a rock.
Hey, I've been here before.
Yes.
God damn, this island. Wait, was this? Hey guys, do you recall if this was the island where like Cameron had just eaten the sandwich and me and Patrick were too busy freaking out about the horde of helicopter fish?
Yeah, you were freaking out about like the 50,000 helicopter fish, and I was freaking out because the inside of my mouth was fucking bleeding.
Oh man, that's a lot of octopi.
I hate those sandwiches.
Oh
That
my
was a
God, we have to
mistake.
go back there.
Guys, look, let's just agree to never buy 2 sandwiches that are normally $10 each, but will save us $11 by buying for 9. Or sorry, for buying them for 7, and I'm like, what?
Soviets.
You know what? I think the best part of this joke is we long ago forgot the true value, and it just still works by throwing random numbers together.
This sandwich, $30. Buy 2 for $8, save $10.
Man, all I can think of now is the old TG meme of Crazy Hassan's camel salesman. It
What?
doesn't matter. It's an old meme, and the entire
Never
premise is
left more.
the entire premise of the meme is that no matter where you are in the
Get the fuck
Did
out.
you
You
just
can do
bounce
that?
off the bottom of the boat?
the entire premise of Crazy Hassan is that no matter where you are in the world, he is there, ready to sell you a camel. It doesn't matter if you're in the desert, the frozen tundra, or the Rocky Mountains. Crazy Hassan will sell you a camel. This
Oh,
is
man.
non-negotiable.
Oh,
You will
man.
buy one.
Apparently, way back when Canada was still new, people got the idea that since sand is
way back
roughly
in the
the,
1680s.
pretty much, people got the idea that sand and snow were essentially the
Ooh,
same
what's this?
thing texture-wise.
No, I just want what
That's
is
the canon game to shoot squids.
Oh. Oh yeah, isn't this the one where the guy up there is manically depressive?
Yes. Go ship!
Go ship.
Oh, you don't have any of the items to deal with it yet.
Oh, okay. I have actually never been able to deal with that go ship. Mostly because I've never been in the right place at the right time.
Okay. Anyway, basically people thought like snow's basically the same texture as sand.
Are you gonna tell me they tried to boil snow to to make glass.
No. They tried to import camels so that people could travel around during the winter on camels.
Yeah, no.
Because
in theory, that would work if you got the camels that were actually designed to handle frozen landscapes.
No. They just took them straight out of frickin' like Saudi Arabia.
Okay, no, that's not the right camel.
Anyway,
There are, however, like high altitude, very cold adjusted camels that may have survived. Keyword is may. I have no idea what these would do with a polar bear.
anyway, these camels just started freaking out because of the weather and killing their masters.
As
then
camels are known to do because
and-
they're assholes.
Yeah, and they'd just run wild. And for about 10 years, there was just a population of like 30 wild camels running around northern Canada.
I would love to have like met like the native Canadian tribes, just like one day just going out to hunt caribou and they see just camels running wild, murdering humans, and they're just like, fucking white man. Just turn around and go back like I don't want to deal with this.
Not today.
Not today. I'm not paid enough beaver tails to deal with this shit.
I still think it's weird that they're like, let's import camels instead of let's domesticate a moose.
Mhm. Oh, those
Have
are
you ever met a
fucking-
moose?
Yeah.
They're huge.
They're huge.
Yeah.
I honestly think they may have been on the right track. Domesticating a moose would be a pain in the ass. In any case, we're going to sail slowly toward this island in the next episode. See you later,
Bye.
folks.
Bye.